Students, welcome to the Module 1 HR Analytics Class 2. Okay. See, coming down to the first module here, I have already explained what exactly is HR Analytics. I have explained what exactly analytics is. Okay. Now let us move on to the next part of it, right? So, role of HR Analytics. So here, role of HR analytics itself is a vast discipline and learn and engage in the existing business scenarios. So its application extends to various aspects of any organization, which includes enhancing organizational efficiency. Now, my dear students, how they enhance HR analytics enhances organizational efficiency. Now, when we speak about the traditional HR here, the HRs used to go in for observation, note in a diary. Then afterwards, they used to go for performance appraisal, training and development, understand the performance of the employees, understand the strengths and weaknesses of the employees on based on their own perception and based on the perception of the other heads in the department. And based on that, they used to identify the strengths and weaknesses of employees, understand their behavior, and then try to modulate the behavior. So the decisions could be right or may be wrong because it entirely depended on the perception of the HR department as well as department heads as well as the employees. Now, basically, when we speak about HR analytics here, you get the exact data. So whatever decision you take, okay, so you get the exact data. Based on that data, you're going to take a decision. So here, when we speak about HR in an organization, HR is all about feelings and emotions of the employees, right? So when the employees feel that it is their own company, when they feel one with the company, and then when they start working with the organization, then only their efficiency or the effectiveness of the employees will be there in the organization, and automatically organization achieves the success. So HR is all about feelings and emotions. So analytics, what it does here, it quantifies those feelings and emotions and builds a model. Okay, it builds a model and predicts the behavior of the employees. So when I collect the data, okay, when I collect the data of the employees, their strengths, their weaknesses, their opportunities, their threats, their behavior, everything, I collect the data, and I have a huge data set with me, then I start identifying the patterns in that particular data. Once I identify the patterns in that particular data, I start building a model from that particular data, and I start analyzing that particular data. And later, based on the model, I start predicting what may happen in future based on the data. So that is what exactly is being done in HR analytics. So here you are going to identify the data related to the employees, okay, related to the employees attitude, related to employees behavior, related to employees performance, related to employees perception. Okay, so you are going to collect all the particular data and you are going to keep that particular data set with you. So whenever you require to make a particular decision, you're going to derive certain, you're going to analyze that particular data, you're going to derive the connected data, you're going to analyze that particular data, and you're going to build a model through which you can predict the behavior of the employees in your organization. So with that, what happens is you get the exact behavioral pattern of the employees, and based on that you can modulate the behavior and improve the efficiency of the employees in the organization. In turn, you are going to increase the efficiency of the organization. So this is how HR analytics plays a major role. So other applications here are achieving competitive advantage. Yes, if you have the data set with you, if you have the data of competency of the employees with you, if you know what skills, what knowledge, what ability your employees have, based on that you can also achieve a competitive edge by utilizing their skills to the fullest extent wherever it is necessary. Okay, then maximizing of resource utilization, support decision making process of the organization, leveraging cost effective methodologies through analytics, building effective strategies for human resource management, business intelligence, market research, right? Where we should locate a new manufacturing plant, customer intelligence, who should be your customers, whom you should give the catalog brochure, or how you should deal with the customers, pricing strategy, optimization, in all fields in the organization. It may be HR, it may be finance, it may be marketing, it may be research, any field analytics is required. Now, this particular word analytics is not a new word to the business world. It has come long back. Okay, and many companies are using this analytics into each and every field in the organization. Okay, so if for an example, if you could take here, I hope you all know about Netflix, right? It's an American provider of on-demand internet streaming media. So what happens here? Recently revolutionized the way television content created for the audience. Okay, this particular Netflix, it revolutionized the way television content created for audience. So they collected the data. How they did it? They collected the data, then accessed viewing preferences of all the members. They collected the data from the people who are watching it. Then they identified who preferred to watch what. Okay, they predicted the behavior of the people, the audience who are watching Netflix, and based on that, they went on for pinging on to the audiences regarding this particular app. Okay, so here, my dear students, this is the best example of analytics when we speak about. So it is nothing but predicting the behavior. Analytics is nothing but identifying the data, collecting the data, modulating, analyzing the data, then afterwards creating a model through that particular data and predicting the behavior. Okay, so in short, it is also called as predictive management. So analytics is also called as predictive management. There are n number of models here which were being developed in HR analytics, like HCM21, which you will be seeing in your next module. Okay, so all these are the study which are being done by many researchers, right? So basically, the people who pioneered in this HR analytics were Jack Pitman. So he published Measurement Imperative at Sartoga Institute in 1980 to develop a benchmark metrics in HR. So he pioneered the 30 metrics, okay, that can be used across companies, and created the model of HCM21, which is nothing but a predictive strategic human capital system. Okay. Then afterwards, Dr. John, who published several books on measurement and HR strategy. So he was an expert in strategic HR and talent acquisition metrics. These are the two people who pioneered this particular word, HR analytics. Now coming down to the examples here, right? So what do Amazon, Sony, Swatch watches, right? They just look into this particular HR analytics, how they do it. See, Amazon went in for rewriting the book selling. They rewrote the entire book selling. Sony revolutionized the music industry, music business, right? Swatch went in to set up the watch industry forever. Then 49ers brought an innovative strategy that changed professional football. McDonald's, we all know the example of McDonald's. They added totally a new dimension to the food industry. Okay, so all how it was being done. So despite of uh, recent labor market transformation, lot of transformations are happening in labor market. Okay, brought on by global competition, right? So with this global competition, lot of turmoils have happened in labor market. In spite of all this, in spite of the liquidity crisis, okay, management scandals and federal interventions, very little have changed the people, very little changed within the people game. So there has been no seminal shift in the way we manage people. So during the time of fundamental revolution, all these companies have come up with new innovative things. How they did it? Okay, they did it just by identifying the employees in their organization, identifying the strength of the employees in the organization, identifying the weakness of the employees in the organization, identifying the behavior of the employees in the organization, and modulating the behavior of the employees in the organization towards success of the organization. See, this cannot be achieved in a short span of time when it comes to traditional HR. But with all this software, with all this analytics into picture, within a short period of time, immediately you can identify the behavioral pattern of the employees, immediately modulate it and get in the results from the employees. So in this competitive world, it is required that you take quick, fast action. Okay. And that can be possible only when it comes to the implementation of analytics in business. Okay, so a lot of renovation, fundamental renovation in organization structure, no, organization culture, workforce composition, all have taken place when analytics comes into when analytics came into picture. Okay, so management attitude about human behavior oscillates between totally predictable to absolutely indecipherable. Okay, so here the HR analytics is a breakthrough people management playbook that will transform how CEOs manage their human capital. Please understand, students, it is a breakthrough which will make the CEOs, which will transform the CEOs, okay, management of human capital and the human resource functions going forward. So it has brought in transformation in the organization towards managing the human resource. So, okay, so HCM 21 model, which was introduced, a leading edge in predictive technique that maximizes return on human capital. So, main aim of this HR analytics is maximum return on capital, human resource return on capital, maximum identifying the strengths of the employees and getting the maximum return from the employees, right? Then what is that maximum return on the human capital investment? How much the company has invested on the human capital, you're going to get back that much or maybe more than that when you utilize the skills, knowledge and ability of the employees to the maximum extent, while also energizing and engaging the employees. Okay, so here you are also creating a learning environment, you are also creating a knowledge management, you are also making your employees totally engaged because you are identifying their skills, you are putting them in the right place and you are rewarding them at the right time. Okay, so we are on the threshold of the most exciting and promising phase of evolution of human resource and human capital management. Okay, so HR analytics is all about human capital management to the in an effective way. Okay, so this is what we could say an introduction of HR analytics, right? So my dear students, when we speak about decisions being made in an organization, okay, decisions have to be right. If there is one wrong decision taken by the organization, it creates a havoc in the organization. So how do you take a decision? You should have calculations based on which you take a decision, and that is where the analytics comes into picture. Okay, so algorithm, analytics, metrics, all these are, see, there are different terms which then HR should know in analytics, like visualization, algorithms, predictive analytics, big data, data scientists, R programming, Python, right? All these certain words or terminologies which come in HR analytics, you will be seeing in the next few modules. Okay, so analytics, when we speak about political parties, my dear students, when you browse anything on the website, it automatically embeds a little cookie in your system which tracks your browsing pattern. I think I am clearly making you understand. Whenever you click something, okay, in Google, or whenever you click browse something, immediately the cookies will be arising connected to your browsing pattern. Okay, so here let's assume you visit a cricket website and employment site. Okay, today you have visited a cricket website and an employment site. So the computer will, so the analytical experts will understand that you are more interested. That means your browsing pattern is more towards employment site, you're looking for a job, as well as you are passionate about cricket. So what happens is automatically whenever you on your internet, you get certain pop-up messages or certain cookies which are related to these topics. Okay, so algorithm says that you are young male looking for a job, as well you are also passionate about a cricket website. This is how analytics works. Okay, so they will show you the contextual ad which says, so ads also will be coming up which will be connected to your unemployment. Okay, they understand that you are unemployed, you're looking for a job. Okay, So all time it says unemployment at all time high, make a change, vote for party XYZ, etc., etc., etc. So they link this to political parties. Okay, so all these are different analogies which you need to understand in analytics. Okay. Then coming down to matrimony sites, so here you ask questions, ask preferences, collect data, match the right applicant. So what matrimonial sites do, they ask various questions to you. Based on the questions, they get the data. Based on that data, they analyze that particular data. After analyzing the data, they will understand which type of person you require in your life. Accordingly, they match the preferences, and then they also collect the data of both the parties, and then they match the right applicant. So analytics is not all about collecting data that drives fact based on decision making. You are supposed to take a decision, you are going to collect the right data from the right source, you are going to identify the patterns in that particular data, identify or analyze that particular data, and come down to a particular decision. This is all about analytics, and this is what is being done in HR analytics. So here, goal of human resource analytics is to provide an organization with insights for effectively managing employees so that business goals can be reached quickly and effectively. So what is the main motto here? The goals of the business should be reached quickly and efficiently. So that's the reason they use human resource analytics, okay, to identify, to get the insights of the organization and effectively manage the employees in the organization. So huge vendors like Oracle, IBM, SAP also compete with many small vendors to deliver best HR analytics software as a service in the market. Then why is analytics important? Okay, so analysis of data uncovers correlations and patterns. I hope you all understand this. When you go in for analyzing the data, it uncovers the correlations, okay, as well as patterns in that particular data. So there's less need to rely on guesses or intuition. So there is nothing called as guess, there is nothing called as intuition in analytics. It is the exact decision which is being taken. Okay. So, and it helps answer the following types of questions. All right. So what are those questions? One is what happened, how or why did it happen, what's happening now, what is likely to happen next. Okay. So here, what has happened in the past, what is happening at the present, what would happen in future. Analyzing the past, understanding the present, predicting the future. This is the brief of analytics. Understanding the past, identifying what has happened in the past, understanding what has happened in the past, okay, analyzing the past, understanding what is there in the present, as well as predicting what would happen in the future. So with fast and more powerful computers, opportunities abound for the use of analytics and big data. I hope you all have heard the word big data. Okay. So whether it determines credit risk, developing new medicines, finding more efficient ways to deliver products and services, everything is systematized now. Everything depends on analytics now. So for an HR student, it is very, very important that you should be very much thorough in this particular subject of analytics. Okay. So there are positive as well as negative, and every coin has two sides, right? So here you lot many positive points are there of analytics, but also you have lot many negative points of analytics. Okay, there may be a lot of threats, right, which we'll be seeing in the next slides, right? So here it is very much helpful in preventing fraud, uncovering cyber threats, or retaining most valuable customers. So analytics help in understanding your organization and the world around it better. Okay, so HR analytics solutions, what they will do to the HR department, how they can help the HR department. So here, when HR analytics is implemented in an HR department, it helps in prioritizing and target applicants who are most qualified for a specific position. So HR department need not spend too much of money, too much of time on identifying the right person for the right job. Only you are supposed to feed in the data. Okay, everything will be done by the analytics software solutions, and automatically you are going to get the right person for that particular position, right? Then forecast work requirements and determine how to best fill open positions. So no paperwork are involved here. You are going to forecast what would be the workforce requirement in future. Accordingly, you have all the data in your hand. Who can do this particular job? How many people can go in for looking into achieving this particular task of the business, and automatically you can get it done. Then linking workforce utilization to strategic and financial goals for improving business performance, identifying the factors that lead to great employee satisfaction and productivity. So here, with that, what happens is you try to understand the need of the employees, right? I try to make in get in a lot of employee satisfaction, job satisfaction for the employees, and bring in a lot of productivity from the employees. With that, increase the morale of the employees, right? So that can be done with this particular analytics. Then discovering underlying reasons for employee attrition, identifying high value employees at risk of leaving. You just identify who are the people who will be at the risk of leaving, who are really very important to the organization. Try to retain them by understanding the problem, right? As well establishing a lot of career development opportunities, succession planning opportunities, effective training and development opportunities. All these can be done in a very easy way with less cost, in a fast way, through HR analytics solutions, right? Then coming down to the meaning basically of HR analytics, it enables HR professionals to make, please understand students, it enables HR professionals to make data driven decisions. Data driven decisions. Decisions are not based on intuition. Decisions are not based on perception. Decisions are only based on the data. Okay. So here decisions are data driven. What type of decisions? Decisions such as attracting employees or attracting candidates to the organization, that is again at recruitment, managing the employees in the organization, and retaining the employees in the organization. Okay, which altogether improves the return on investment for the organization. Then HR analytics is the science of gathering, organizing, and analyzing the data related to HR functions. Please understand here, we are studying analytics only in the field of HR. So what type of data is being gathered? Data related to recruitment, talent management, employee engagement, performance, retention, to ensure better decision making in all these areas. I hope, is it clear? Any doubts still here?
No, ma'am.
No,
Is it
ma'am.
clear?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Am I too fast?
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. It's clear.
Okay, fine. Any doubts are there? Please, students, stop me in between and you can ask your doubts. Okay. Fine. Now coming down to HR analytics meaning in specific, right? So HR analytics is an application of advanced data mining and business analytic techniques. So here, what is HR analytics? Human resource analytics is nothing but application of advanced data mining. So here, a lot of data mining takes place. What is data mining? We'll be seeing in the next slides, right? And business analytic techniques to employees' data. Okay. So sophisticated HR management softwares are there which do this particular work, do offer real-time data analytics that help in hiring, retaining, as well as developing the best talent within the organization. Now, HR analytics is also sometimes referred to as people analytics, also sometimes referred to as talent analytics, as well as workforce analytics. Now, the below graph is being provided by Google Trends, shows search interest for these terms since 2004. As I said, HR analytics is not the term which has popped up now suddenly. It is long back. Okay, it is implemented in the field of HR, right? So in this particular field of education, it has just come in now. So both the terms, HR analytics, people analytics, have grown in popularity and continue to gain interest. Okay. So if you could see here from 2014, there is a higher trend. Okay. For the two terms, HR analytics as well as people analytics. Okay. Now, coming down to the benefits of HR analytics in the field of HR, it gives a benefit in improving the HR performance, okay, identifying best performing talent in the organization, identifying attrition and its causes, predicting and demand skills and position within the organization, as well as transforming the role of HR as a strategic partner. Okay. Then increased need for data and analytics tool in HR to make better decisions. Right. So here HR analytics provides access to critical data as well as gives the exact insight for any problem uh, or insights about the workforce within your organization, which you can better analyze and make better decisions. Not only does it improve the HR performance, but also provides a better understanding of what motivates employees to work productively. Okay, if you want to get some work done from the employees through this data and analytics or HR analytics softwares, you get the exact data of the employees, how your employees can be motivated, and how do organization culture affects employee performance. All these decisions can be driven based on the HR analytics, uh, data analytics, right? So here analytics is especially useful in areas which record lot of data and information, not just in the world of business, but also in lot many areas like science, sports, healthcare, and just about any field where vast amount of data are collected. So what it does, it gives a meaningful information which may otherwise be hidden from us within large quantity of data, right? So in the world of business, organizations would usually apply analytics in order to describe, predict, and improve the business performance of the organization or improve the business performance of the company, specifically in the areas of analytics, HR solutions, fraud analysis, risk analysis, advertisement, marketing, enterprise decision making. In any area, you name any area, you have HR, you have analytics there, right? So here, if you could see that is the reason why there is increased need for data and analytics tool in HR to make better HR decisions, right? So better quality of hire is one of the HR data analytics benefit, very, very important, right? So running machine learning algorithms on job seekers data allows companies to identify the best match talent for the vacant position, thus improving the quality of hire. Please understand, students, here when HR brings in lot softwares or lot of data analysis in the recruitment, that time with all these machine learning algorithms, okay, the machine itself will identify who is the best match for the job, and they bring in the best or right person for the job. So the work of HR is made easy, as well as the right hires will be there in the organization. Then vital benefit of HR metrics analytics in employee retention, a very, very important term in HR, employee retention. So HR analytics helps in identifying the department suffering from maximum attrition and also identify the reason causing it. So it can also help the HR in identifying the activities which can maximize the impact of employee engagement, right? So basic reason for employee leaving the organization is employee not engaged in the organization. Okay, so this helps in engaging the employees, identifying the interests of the employees, identifying where they can be motivated, and accordingly bring in employee engagement, as well as allow organization to invest in such activities, right? So then you have transformation of HR as strategic partner is one of the benefits of workforce analytics. So HR professionals do provide business leaders with verifiable data to back their talent hiring, retention, and engagement policies, right? Then business analytics in HR can also help in predicting hiring needs of an employees, right? Hiring need of the organization. So your organization can predict in future how many employees are required for doing a particular work or for completing a particular assignment. So HR analytics gives total calculations, okay, as well as also tells us the prediction of changes that may happen in the organization's future. Okay, so here the predictions are accurate because it is based on the right source of data. Then using HR analytics, one can predict skills, positions which are needed to improve the business performance. So the business can take right decisions of hiring the employees. They can take right decision of managing the employees. They can take right decision of retaining the employees, as well as they can take right decision on earning profitability and improving the employee efficiency and effectiveness in the organization. So here HR analytics will move from an operational partner to a more strategic center of excellence. So now HR department would not be called only as a department here. They have become the strategic partners of the organization, right? Because of this analytics, they have achieved more excellence. So companies are now realizing company success is built on people, and HR analytics can light the way from intangible theory-based decisions to real return on investment through the following, right? So please see the word here, right? How the changes have happened. Intangible theory-based decisions were taken in traditional HR. Now it is decisions based on the data, decision based on the calculation, which brings in high return on investment. Okay, through which things? Through better hiring practices, through decreased retention, okay, decreased employee leaving the organization, then task automation, process improvement, improved employee experience, better experience, positive experience of the employees, more productive workforce, improved workforce planning through informed talent development. Okay, so this is how, my dear students, HR analytics helps or has its strong point in the root of HR department, right? Now there are also the challenges of analytics, HR analytics. Okay, so first challenge is finding people with the right skill set to gather, manage, and report on the data. Now everything depends on data, right? So you have to have the right person who can identify the right source to get the data. If the data itself is wrong, your entire calculations are wrong. So first challenge of HR analytics is you need to have an expert in that particular area who can source the right data from the right medium and then right means, and then you can analyze that particular data. So that is the first challenge. Second challenge is data cleansing. Okay, now what is this data cleansing? We'll be seeing in the next slides, right? So you may get so much of data, but which data is very much relevant to you? You need to identify that, right? Then quality of data, right? You may get n number of data from n number of sources, but which is the right data, quality data, which is very much important for you to take a particular decision. Identifying that becomes the biggest challenge, right? Then too much data to pass and not knowing what data is most important. Now here you need to have right trained person, an expert in HR to take a decision on identifying what type of data is required for me to solve this particular problem, right? So that's what is very much important. You have n number of data with you, but which data you are going to identify. And the most important challenge of HR analytics is data privacy and compliance, right? When you're using analytics, you simply cannot do anything. There are certain legal bindings, there are certain compliance which you need to follow. Apart from that, data privacy, very, very important. You have all the private information about the company, right? So if the data is not secured, right, then it becomes a problem, huge problem for the organization. Then proving its worth to executive leadership, right, very a big very challenge, right. So you cannot you have to become a strategic partner of the organization. You need to prove your worth for that. So identifying the right data, right analysis, right decision can only prove it, but that becomes a big challenge. Then tying actions with insights to ROI, return on investment, right? Then it becomes very challenging that if I take this particular action, 100% my ROI will improve, right? On a particular data I identified, I analyzed that this is a problem, and then I take an action on that particular problem. I give a solution to that particular problem related to HR, and ultimately I cannot assure to the management that there will be return on investment. Okay, for that I need to be an expert in that, right. I need to identify the right solution for the right problem and then get the best ROI, right. Identifying the best HR technologies to keep track of data. So collection of data, there are n number of softwares, n number of things available in the market. Which software are going to identify? How are you going to collect the data? All these are very big challenges which the HR faces. The reliability of the data and validity of the data is very, very important, right? Then benefits of HR analytics. Again, I need not go in depth into that. Okay. Then disadvantages of HR analytics. I said all coins have two faces. So there are advantages as well as disadvantages. Now, what is this disadvantage? First disadvantage is huge amount of sensitive and confidential data. Security and privacy are two main concerns. You have huge number of sensitive data with you. You have huge number of confidential data with you. How are you going to secure that particular data? How are you going to bring in privacy for that particular data? Who should view that particular data? All these are the disadvantages which comes in. Okay, many a times the data is not secured. The data just leaks off, right? And the competitors may use it for their own advantage. Okay, so all these things are there. Then should be constantly monitored. Now here one dedicated person is required to collect the data, analyze the data, identifying the patterns in that particular data. There should be constant monitoring because the functions of HR are continuous. It is not one time. It's a continuous. Take training and development, take performance appraisal, take recruitment, take retention strategies. It is an ongoing function, a continuous cycle which goes on. So you need to continuously and constantly monitor. Okay, that is one of the biggest disadvantage of HR analytics. The third biggest disadvantage is greater cost is involved. Okay, see, when you want to collect the data, you simply cannot go and collect the data. You need to have an expert who prepare the right source through which you can collect the data. Then you collect the data. You need to have softwares to calculate certain patterns for you in that particular data, and then based on that, too much of time and cost is involved here, right? And as I said, special expertise are required to do this particular work. Then it results in additional training cost. Okay, you need to train your department for that, as well as cost of hiring an IT expert to handle this particular system. These are the minimal disadvantages which are there when it comes to HR analytics. Now coming on to type of analytics being used in HR, basically, first you have talent analytics. As I said, right, I had shown a graph in that talent analytics. What is talent analytics? It is nothing but it is more qualitative. It speaks about quality rather than quantity of the employees in the organization. It is more qualitative and is basically for processes from talent management. Okay, like development of the employees, competence of the employees, recruitment of the right person, succession planning, career planning of the employees, retention strategies of the employees, everything comes into talent analytics. So what it does, it helps organization to analyze turnover, how many people would leave the organization, okay, what is the percentage of turnover which would happen, right? Identify top performance. Okay, so talent analytics identifies the talent within the organization. It identifies star performers in the organization, identifies the gap between the star performers and non-performers, and developing proper training strategies for the non-performers to bring them up as star performers. Okay, so it can also find out the reason as to why there is a lot of attrition, why people are leaving the organization, why people are not performing within the organization in spite of having the talent. Okay, as well as taking the strategic decisions for retention as well. This is all about talent analytics. Now coming on to workforce analytics, it helps the leader to develop recruiting methods and specify specific hiring decisions, when to hire, how many people, whom to hire. All these decisions can be taken, as well as optimize organization structure, identify the quantify factors for job satisfaction. Okay, this workforce analytics is related to the task, is related to the work. Talent analytics is related to the skill, knowledge, and ability and competence of the employees. Workforce analytics is entirely related to the work task which is to be completed within the organization. Okay, so hiring right people in the right time to complete that particular task, then taking correct hiring decisions at the right time, optimizing the organization structure so that the workflow is, there is no disturbance in the workflow process, identifying quantify factors for job satisfaction, see to it that people are satisfied in their job by placing right person in the right job. All these are work of workflows analytics. So it also helps the organization to identify, motivate, and prepare its future leaders. Okay, as well as align and motivate workforce, right? Placing the right person in the right job, motivating that particular person, giving him whatever he or she deserves, and also continuously improve the way of work. All this can be done through workforce analytics. Then you have very important term in HR analytics, that is predictive analytics. Now here data is generally presented in graphical format, statistical reports, as well as dashboard, that is easy to take the strategic decisions of the organizations based on certain facts, right? So here strategy is nothing but planned action. Okay, step by step plan of certain action which is to be implemented, right? So here, if I am going to take a strategic decision in the organization, I should go for predictive analytics. That means I should go for graphs, statistical reports, as well as dashboards to give me a pattern of people working within the organization. Give me a pattern of ability of my people in the organization, based on which I can take a decision on whether I need to implement, whether I can go for implementing this strategic decision or no. So everything will be based on facts. It helps them in determining critical situations like taking pay gaps, set of workers who are always at risk of resigning, understanding the psychographics of the employees, that is personality, interest, work style of the employees. Okay, and seeing to it that you predict the behavior of the employees. Now here when I speak about predictive analytics in HR, you are going to predict the behavior of the employees in future if I implement this strategic decision in my organization. Okay, that is what we say predictive analytics. Okay, then HR analytics, the third way for HR value creation, we'll be seeing in the next class. My dear students, still here, are there any problem in understanding the subject? Is there any problem in understanding the subject, my dear students?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm not getting feedback from others. Please reply in the chat box. Are you understanding the subject?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, understand.
Okay. Oh, I am just seeing only 2-3 people who are replying here. Okay. Great. See, my dear students, you need to anywhere you are not understanding anything, please reply me back to my WhatsApp number. Right? You all have my number. Reply me back which part you have not understood. I'll personally call you and I'll explain you the things. Is it clear? But see to it that you understand this particular subject. Right? Right. Thank you very much for your patience hearing. Tomorrow we'll be dealing with the next part of analytics, that is third wave for HR value creation. Yeah. Thank you very much.